Hello artists! Today we will create a drawing inspired by pop artist Andy Warhol. You will need 2 pieces of paper, a pencil, an eraser, possibly a ruler, a black marker, scissors, and something to add color such as markers and/or crayons. You may also want to have on hand your concentric circle sketch from last week. Both papers need to be divided into 4 equal rectangles. To accomplish this, you can fold both papers in half twice, or you can use your ruler to measure and draw lines. I did one of each. I used my paper with the drawn lines to sketch simple designs in each rectangle. I chose to draw flower shapes and soup cans like Andy Warhol. He loved and drew cats, so I drew a cat too. Finally, I drew a butterfly. You can draw whatever appeals to you. I used a black marker to go over the lines I wanted to keep. I cut my paper into 4 rectangles using my pencil lines as a cutting guide. I chose to use my flower design for my finished artwork. I carefully lined up my flower rectangle underneath a rectangle on my folded paper. I used my pencil to trace each flower. I repeated this process on each of the remaining rectangles. I thought about how I wanted to color my design. I knew I wanted texture in the background. I experimented on some sketches. I placed produce netting underneath my paper and went over it with crayons and markers. I tried making lines with different colored crayons and then going over my crayon marks with markers. I liked the effect I got with the yellow crayon. I filled the background with yellow crayon lines. I refer to my concentric circles sketch. I decided to use warm colors on the flower petals and centers of my first rectangle. I used cool colors on the flower petals in the second rectangle and complementary colors on their centers. In the third and fourth rectangles, I used warm and cool colors on the flower petals and complementary colors in the centers. When choosing my colors, I also considered where they were in the overall composition. For example, on the third rectangle, I purposely chose to place the yellow and red flowers at the bottom so they would be farther away from the red and yellow flowers in the first rectangle. I chose to use dark green and light green water-based markers to go over my yellow crayon marks. The water-based marker ink did not stick to the waxy crayon marks and acted like a watercolor resist. I chose to use dark green markers on 2 rectangles and light green on the others because I liked the contrast. You may need to use a tissue to blot up any marker that does not dry. I hope you enjoy creating your own Andy Warhol inspired artwork. Please be sure to draw different designs on your first sheet of paper and choose the design you like best for your final drawing on the second sheet of paper. Be sure to use different color combinations in each rectangle, just like Andy Warhol did. I can't wait to see your final Andy Warhol inspired drawings. Please take a photo of your finished artwork and attach it in Google Classroom.